What's good, people? ItsJusBrandon Podcast, episode 40, going in. I want to thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys have had a fantastic week. You see how I just did it? I just, took it down a level. It was like, hey, guys, what's going on? And now we're here. Oh, yeah. I want to welcome you to the podcast. I just turned the whole, flow? Yes. I just slowed the flow down. I have been having a pretty good week. Oh, God, I'm yawning again. I thought I'd be able to get at least maybe 15 minutes before I yawned the first one, and I got 34 seconds. Yay. All right. People, I have been doing pretty good. Like I told you last week, I had my show on Tuesday, and from Tuesday to, now, I've just been, writing up a new set for Halloween, and I got my Black History Month project that I'm going to do, which is going to be super fantastic. And those have been going along pretty well. My only thing with the Black History Month project is I'm aiming to reach as many people as possible. Not viewers, but participants. My aim, I have there's a certain individual I need for this. And I'm only aiming for them. And it should be pretty fun. You probably on my Twitter, you've seen it. Black men. So I'm aiming to get as many black dudes on this documentary as possible. And, it should be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to seeing the type of response it gets because I just generally want to see that type. I want to see that documentary. That's what I want to see. I want to see it. So I'm excited about that. My bike only has one brake. Haven't got hit by a car yet. I've been eating, but I need to get back into more and more training. I've just been slowing down the process because when I don't train, I'm getting a lot of work done. So that's a plus. When I'm training a lot, I'm not getting a lot of work done. It's still a plus, but it's the plus minus at the same time. So I am working towards making more of a balance in my life when it comes to these things. So, first up for the current events. Yeah, I'm jumping right through this because here's what happens. I do the podcast. Then I don't have anyone doing this for me. This is me. So I get the podcast. Then after I get the podcast, I then, get the tweets up. Then after I get the tweets up, I then have to do the whole, the promotion thing, which I hate. I understand, and I respect the value of it immensely, but I cannot stand promoting. I have so many better things to do than to tell you, hey, watch this. Create. I think it's all good saying, hey, watch this, but if you ain't got this to watch, then what is your purpose? Nothing. So, yes, let's get to the first. I'm excited about these current events, by the way, because these are actually pretty freaking awesome. First up, beauty blogger. Now, she transforms her spotty face to flawless in an incredible makeup lesson that's gone viral. That scares the hell out of me, I gotta say. First off, if you like to wear makeup, good for you. Let me say that before this, okay? Everyone has their own perception of beauty, and you're entitled to that. I'm saying this now, so when I say my latter comments, you can't say, oh, he doesn't respect makeup. No. If you want to wear makeup, that's on you. Everyone has their own perception of beauty, and you're entitled to, pursue that. So, there you go. Anywho, beauty blogger, she transforms her face from spotty to flawless. This is a lesson in female nature. When something is wrong, cover it up. Not all females, I have to say that, because if I don't, then apparently I'm sexist, but I can just imagine after watching this video the amount of women that flock to the freaking store to go. It's like a zombie apocalypse. Makeup. Oh my God, that's so not funny. Yeah, because you have your face covered in cake. Anyway, she went from blemished to flawless in just 18 products. Did they say it like flawless? They keep saying flawless. You're not flawless. You're not. 1 cup of water to the face and you're melting like the Wicked Witch of the West. And for 18 products covering your face, that's like having 18 rolls of wallpaper covering your walls at your house. It may look nice, but when you do have to change that wallpaper, and you will have to change that wallpaper, the natural wall that you forgot about is going to be rotting, and it's going to be moldy, and you're going to have a whole bunch of insects in. Let me stop. It's not nice. It's not nice. She went from, she found internet fame by releasing this video And it's an emotional, bare-faced video called You're Disgusting, where she revealed the hateful comments made about her complexion. Listen! Everyone don't got the same perception of beauty, and unfortunately, a lot of people have freedom of speech that are very ignorant and hate-filled. So yeah, your face may not get raving reviews from everyone else, but so what? Who cares that people don't like your face? Do you like your face? This is the thing about these videos that get me. They talk all this thing about how everyone else don't like it, but do you like it? If the answer is yes, then that's all that matters. Like, why do you need everyone to accept what you look like? It's your face. You're the only person that needs to accept it. That's it. And if you don't accept it, no one else will. I mean, listen, good for you. You know, her name's M Ford. Good for you, M. Good for you. You can make yourself flawless with makeup. Now you just gotta keep it up throughout the first date, second date, third date, 15th date, while you live together, after marriage. You just gotta keep it up. Because nothing pisses off a female more. Nothing pisses off a guy more than a female that appears to be one thing and turns out to be something else. And I'm not just talking about image. I'm talking about image, psychology, personality, mentality, intellectualness. Nothing pisses off guys more when they find out what they thought they had ain't what they got. If a guy buys a box that says PlayStation 4, he expects PS4 to be inside. If he opens up to find a Wii, he's gonna be upset. He's gonna be angry, and that store is gonna catch his wrath. You know, and the thing is, this is the part, right? So let's run the scenario. Guy dates girl, first date, she's looking beautiful. Third, fourth date, beautiful. So eventually things come, together. They have sex or whatever, and he sees her in her natural face, and he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa! That ain't what you look like on date. She's like, what? You don't like me for how I really am? You don't like me for who you really are. I've never seen you before. This is the first time I'm seeing you. Who's the chick I wanted to date with? She ain't here. You just wash her down the sink, bring her back. And then she's created this trick bag. And then it's like the guy's fault. Why is it his fault? You advertise something that you ain't selling. You advertise a face that ain't have blemishes. You got blemishes. You can't do that and expect a person not to be upset. Guys all of a sudden need to be understanding of these things. And it's like, but you don't understand it. That's why you covered your face. Why am I supposed to understand something that you don't understand? Everyone else gets the high grade quality, but I get the low budget. Why? Why? Am I getting too deep on this? No, I'm not. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, girls would be freaking appalled. This is what destroys trust. When a girl is portraying one thing and brings something else, it destroys the trust. Now, I'm not hating on her, Same way how she did her video on makeup, there is a person somewhere in YouTube land that has done a natural skin cleansing video that no one cares about because they are quitters, Any woman that does this and is approached by a guy, if you don't tell him that, hey, for the record, this ain't my real face, or if you don't show him, hey, there's a picture of me, my real face, when he does see how you really are, you really put yourself in the lane to be cheated on. Yes, I'm saying you are, and I know you're getting upset. If you don't like it, X off the freaking podcast. I know you may be upset, you may be angry, but listen, be angry at yourself, because I'm telling you right now, with no makeup, with no heels, with no extracurricular device to make your body look somewhere, you're beautiful. But until you see that, guys ain't gonna see that. And you gonna get tricked and cheated on every single time because you're putting out a BS perception of you that don't really exist. It's the circle of hypocrisy. Girl wears makeup on date. Guy sees her normal face. If he dumps her or cheats on her, he's wrong for not liking her for who she really is. So what does she then do? Put on more makeup. It's nuts. If I buy a German Shepherd and I take it home only to find it's a 4-foot iguana, I'm be upset. Ladies, makeup, it gets to the point where makeup is a drug. Yeah, it's a drug. Now, why do I say it's a drug? I'll get into it. So, you wear this on your face, right? To cover up the blemishes, right? I'll turn the flow down. To cover the blemishes. Meanwhile, your skin isn't getting any oxygen. It's trapped under some stuff, And that's not letting the air come in. So then you got to develop more blemishes and more spots. So what happens? You put on more makeup and more makeup until you run out. Then you got to hit up your drug dealer. You got to hit up your dealer. What's the drug dealer name? Maybelline. So you got to hit up Maybelline for some more drugs for your face. Why? Because you ran out. And it's going to happen more and more and more until your face is just destroyed. And all you got left is Maybelline. Let that sink in for a second. I am not saying that you ain't beautiful. I'm saying you are, with no makeup. And if you want to use it to accentuate your features, fair dues. But when you're creating a whole new face, you're going beyond accentuating. You're going to creation. You're playing God with your face, pretty much. Yeah. And you're putting yourself in a very awkward predicament because one day your guy's gonna see you with no face, with no makeup on, and it's gonna be fight or flight for him. And I'm sorry, any guy out there, if you listen to this, if you met a girl who was makeup caked up all the way to the top of the forehead to the bottom of the chin, and you eventually saw her in her real face and you didn't like it and you left, I respect you. I really do, because that is your right. You were falsely sold a product that was not what you thought it was going to be. So you left it. Cool. Sorry, ladies, you get with a guy who got a sock down his pants and stuff, and he's flossing like he's got all this money, and he really don't, and he ain't got nothing when it comes to the Johnson area, you're going to leave. Don't stunt talking about no personality. You're going to leave, because you know your refrigerator is full of food that you can get, while the guy's only got that piece of cheese. If you don't know what that means, just go back to the podcast. It'll come together. But, yeah, I mean, I'm glad that she's got, success, holla, shout out to you. Because at the end of the day, you've made the freaking makeup companies millions off that. You're just showing them they can be the perfection that, they want. For me, I don't like it. I don't. Why? Because for me, if you're willing to use makeup to cover your face as opposed to just, going outside, doing a jog, or hitting the gym, not because you need to lose weight, but to get your face to sweat or go to a sauna or buy a steam. If you can't make yourself sweat to open them pores and to help promote a better level of, skin in your face, if you're too lazy to do that, we don't need to hook up. We're not there. Me and you, just saying. So, shout out to you. Moving on swiftly, I'm here picturing all of the angry, ignorant, listen, people only hear what they want to hear. After all that, I'm pretty sure some people only heard, he hates makeup. Okay, sure, listen to it. If that's all you heard, fair dues. I know women that are beautiful with no makeup whatsoever. And sometimes they put on makeup, it takes it down a little bit in my eyes. Yeah, I will say that. I believe in natural beauty. I'm not saying I'm the finest man in the world. I know I'm not. But I tell you one thing, what you see is what you get. You can never say, oh, I thought he was this. No, you didn't. I never had no concealer. I wasn't concealing nothing. I ain't had no foundation because my natural foundation is beautiful. So yeah, what you see is what you get. Anyway, moving on. Strongest hurricane in 5 years due to hit Britain next week. Now, I love reading these headlines because whenever it says strongest hurricane is going to hit Britain, it goes right past London without even touching it. And it's all those places out Suffolk and Devon and freaking Kent and whatever, Buckinghamshire or whatever. Those are the ones that get jacked up by the hurricane. It's never London, So the police has said an 800-mile wide hurricane is going to it's increasing. Hurricane Igor is going to hit Britain around Friday with severe gales and heavy rain forecast. Now, I tell you this, if it does hit London and it gets majorly violent, I'm not riding my bike that day. You'll be lucky if I leave the house that day. I'm not leaving the house that day. I don't mess with Mother Nature. I respect her. I don't anger her. Because in the UK, Mother Nature is always on her period. And you don't know what is flying, where, how, or when. You just don't know. So I don't mess with it. So it says there's an increasing risk later in the week of gales or possibly severe gales across the west and north. See, they're not saying London. So I'm not tripping. I feel sorry for them. The people with farms and stuff. Pigs are going to be all flying through the sky. That will give a whole nother special. That is the time where you say, when pigs fly, and the pig and they just fly past. Like, well, so you going to give me that thing now? Pig flu. I'm just saying, you said pig flu, give me a thing. So I'm going to see. It's Wednesday now, so we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully, like I said, it don't hit any. If it hits, I ain't going nowhere. I don't mess with nature. I don't want to conquer it. I don't want to challenge it. I want to let it do its thing, and I will just reap the fruits of its labor when it's ready. Perez Hilton sparks online backlash after posting picture in the shower with his son. Some branded creepy. That's because he's a guy. Let's drop the BS here. It's branded creepy because he's a guy. Because if it was a woman with her son or daughter, it would be absolutely, oh, goo goo gaga, that's beautiful. But because it's a dude, it's creepy. Man, I don't care what feminists say, boy. Men do not have it better than women every way, shape, or form the way they like to make it out. It's just ridiculous. It really is, He said, our family motto is fun. We try to incorporate fun into as much as everyday things as we do. Bath time. That's it. He didn't say, Johnny's going to get a new surprise in the tub. Nothing like that. People say it's kind of creepy. People saying it's odd. It's because you do not respect the fact that a man can be in the shower with a boy. Men are just automatically just pictured as pedophiles. That's it. Man talking to a kid, pedophile. Man around kids, pedophile. That's the first thing that pops into a person's head. Whereas the woman could have mental issues. She could be a murderer. She could be a full-blown sociopath. If she's talking to a kid, it's like, oh, that's nice. Oh, that's interesting. Oh. That's it. Sexism to the extreme, boy. Anger comments said this is child abuse. While another one say, is this a joke? They're both naked. It's his son! They're in the bath! What do you expect him to be in the bath? Overalls? Why is he going to have clothes on in the bathtub with his son? Really? People like to make it seem like guys have all this power and guys get all the... No, listen. Only thing it takes is one slip. Just one slip from a guy. And the wrong person sees it, and then next thing you know, you're thrown into a maelstrom of all this, you're a pedophile this, and this is the joke that, or child abuse this. Look, I'll tell you straight. When I'm in the bathtub, I'm naked. If I'm in the bathtub with my kid, they're probably going to be naked. We're not taking baths with swimming trunks on just so you can feel better for yourself. That is insecurity, and it's very perverted for whoever's watching that to jump to that conclusion. It's sick, and it's twisted, man. It's ridiculous. Father and son taking a bath. What's it? That's it. Anyway, so let's move on from that sexist thing. Oh, another one. Okay. All right. White marketing manager fired after posting a Facebook selfie with the son of an African-American co-worker. Now, I know you guys have heard about this, right? You guys have heard about this. This dude, right? He took a picture of him, and there was a kid in the background, right? So people were commenting. These were his peoples, not him. These people were commenting, I didn't know you were a slave owner, but Massa didn't do nothing, things like that. People are getting on him that he didn't say anything to them. They're saying he failed to call out his friends for being bigoted in their comments. Whoa. Why is that his beef? If he doesn't say anything to them, he don't say nothing. You cannot hold a person responsible for the actions of someone else. Actually, my bad. You can if you're a guy. If you're a man, you can hold a man responsible for whatever the hell you want. But if it's a lady, you need some consideration, You need that. So, now don't get it twisted. He did mess up at one point where he said, somebody was like, oh, where'd you get a black kid? And then someone else said the black market. And then he replied he was feral. That's dumb. That was dumb on his part. That is where you deserve to get, I would say reprimanded, but they gotta fire him. If one person works for a company and he does something racist and they don't fire him, the whole company's going down. And ain't no big company. PC World ain't going down for one guy. McDonald's ain't going down for one guy. They will fire him. They will completely write him off. And he will be nothing but a memory. Anyone who talk about him will be fired. Fired. Now, the woman of the child has been going on Facebook expressing how this kid's the mother, the candy of her eye and the apple in her eye and everything else. And it's like, good, that's what you're supposed to do. You're a mom, you know? You are. Okay. Okay. The employer said, this morning I was disgusted to learn that one of my former employees made several racially charged comments on his personal Facebook page. Even worse, some comments were directed towards the son of another employee. Okay. The guy made one comment. If there was more, there was more. But from what I understand, there was one comment. And the racist comments were from his peoples. Truth be told, he should have deleted it. The moment he started talking that craziness, he should have just deleted it. But the moment he took the picture, he was dead in the water. Because people like to be ignorant when it doesn't involve them. You think that they would have, people who are saying this, you think they'd be so gung-ho to get this guy fired if it was their uncle, their cousin? No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. At all. But, hold on. Oh, yeah. And one of the person's family friends who posted a comment about being a slave owner, they were fired too. Look, you're looking for people to go fire them because you're saying they're racist. Meanwhile, you live in a country that was built off racism. You know, I saw this article, not this video, by the way. It was of, Cameron, and they were asking him, it was on this interview, and I think it was ITV, I think. And they were interviewing him, and it may not have been ITV, don't quote me on this. And they were talking to him about a Saudi Arabian person who was going to be executed, and they were asking if he's going to intervene himself. And Cameron was like, well, actually, no, what it is, I'm going to, there's things in place. And he was going all around it, but then the interview was like, no, are you going to personally do it? He said, no, there are talks in place. Now, wait a minute. He's got the power to do something, but he won't. Okay, cool. But then it goes on to find out that he is in talks of that this country is in talks with Saudi Arabia over a deal. If he gets involved, it could sour the deal and stuff. How come ain't no one getting on his case? You know why? Because people are scared. When you ain't got no power, no oomph, no anything, you are brown freaking bread. No one gives two craps. But if you got some juice, some power, something, they ain't gonna touch you. They never won't, they never will freaking touch you. And it's a damn shame because I'm not saying this dude shouldn't have been fired. Of course he should have been fired. But he should have been fired off the actions of other people. That is garbage. We are now in a society where being PC is running rampant. It's out of control. I'll say whatever the hell I want to in my own circles. And if someone wants to eggs up themselves in my business and try to take some photographs or some video footage or some recordings and they get me fired, not only am I going to beat their ass, but I'm going to release a book, Victimization and Me. It is going to be fire. Because when is it going to stop? Really? When is it going to stop? Because it only seems like it's affecting dudes. I haven't seen any women about this. Like, I seen this story about this woman who was in a road rage incident where this guy was riding a bike. She cut him off. He was like, what you doing? He's disabled. He kicks her car door. This is wrong, by the way. You shouldn't kick people's car doors. I know that, and I get angry at cyclists all the time. She rides up on the sidewalk and hits him with her car. She then causes damage to a van, which makes it hits a building. But it didn't mention her being in jail anywhere. Because she's a woman. You can talk about feminism this to the day you turn blue in the face. Things ain't fair for guys. And if you don't realize that, you're not a feminist. You're just an ignorant bigot. Shut your mouth. Moving on swiftly. High-flying doctor is found dead. Oh, Jesus. High-flying doctor is found dead after being carried from an apartment by a HBO producer when she turned blue during a cocaine binge. You notice how they try to make the person the victim sometimes? And this is a woman, ironically. You know how they try to make her sound like the victim in the situation when it says cocaine binge? She wasn't forced to do this cocaine, by the way. She voluntarily snorted it and she overdosed. But she's not portrayed in any type of negative light. Anyway, let's keep reading. A high-flying doctor who was married with 3 children has died at a New York apartment building after apparently going on a cocaine and drinking binge. A distinguished dermatologist was found sprawled across the entrance of a building where she was left by two older men who she had been partying with. Notice, two men who she was partying with. Neither one of them is the husband. She got 3 kids at home. She's drinking and doing cocaine. Does anyone see the problem here? I mean, yo, do your recreational thing, all good. But if it affects your work ethic or your life, like by ending it, then, yeah, you got problems and you need some help. In this article, it goes on and talks about how she's this and she's that and all these, like, you know, how awesome she is and how she had all these opportunities going for her and stuff. Yo, she did cocaine and she died. I don't think the loss of life is mockable in any way, shape, or form. I think the loss of life is tragic. I also think giving away your life is even worse. You commit suicide, you overdose on drugs, you're doing something, you stick your head in a lion's cage, you do something that you ain't got no business doing and you die, you get no sympathy from me. Your family do, your extended relatives do, but you do not. I ain't got no time to be giving no sympathy out to people who just don't care about their life. You know? You don't. Sources have told New York Daily News that they are unlikely to face any charges, the two guys, suggesting that her death is consistent with cocaine use and no criminal activity took place. Why do you need people to tell you that? She did the coke and she was drinking and she turned blue. What cocaine turns you blue? If cocaine normally turns you blue, it wouldn't be called cocaine. It'd be called the blueberries from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. That's what it'd be called. But of course, as she's a lady, she gets given that extra dues, that wiggle room, that extra benefit of the doubt. I love women and I love men equally. That sounded wrong. I am attracted to women, and I have no disrespect nor hate towards them in my heart, nor do I have any hate towards men in my heart. I do feel that as a man, things are really pointed pro-female sometimes. Anyway, we got about 3 minutes and 50 seconds left, so let's wrap this up with some fun stuff. Ladies, have you ever wondered what your head shape says about you? Have you wondered? Have you? No. Okay. Okay. The diamond face shape. The diamond face shape refers to someone who likes to take control of things in a certain way. They're also very detail-oriented, and because of that, they produce high-quality work. Someone with a diamond-shaped face communicates well and is precise with their words. However, this person could be sharp if crossed the wrong way. Saucy. We're talking about people like Taylor Swift, Ashley Green, and Beyonce Knowles. They have a diamond-shaped face. Oval-shaped face. There are people that are practical, methodical, and overachievers in their careers. This is true for Crazy in Love. Oh, wow, my bad. I got it confused. Diamond isn't Beyonce. Diamond is Taylor Swift and Ashley Green. Oval is Beyonce. My bad. So yes, they are the practical, methodical overachievers, right? Now, this is those whose face is longer and wide, and they got a jaw that is narrower than the cheekbones. I really sound like I know what I'm talking about. I'm just reading this. This person always knows the right thing to say, so they can make someone feel very comfortable and welcome, right? Next is the triangle-shaped face. Kelly Osbourne got a triangle-shaped face, and this means the face is narrow at the forehead and wide at the jawline. Men and women with these faces, they tend to be artistic, creative, and sensitive. Also, fiery. This shape means you usually want to be in charge, and the more narrow your forehead is at the top, the more they have to be in control. Also, people with triangle faces are normally very successful. So if you got a triangle face, you could be very successful. I am as bad as the media right now. I'm just really portraying that bullcrap because I know people with oval faces and triangle faces that ain't shit in life. So let's move on. The square face. The square face, women and men with square faces, they tend to have a sharp wit and analytical mind. Now, this is characterized by a wide hair and jawline, and it refers to someone who is really gung-ho into taking on huge projects because they have so much stamina. That's a good look. So if you got that square head face thing going on, you are one of those stamina-driven people. I think I said that wrong. Moving on, heart-shaped face. The heart-shaped face is categorized by the forehead and narrow chin. Both actresses like Reese Witherspoon and reality star Khloe Kardashian have this shape face. It speaks to someone who has incredible inner strength but can be stubborn because they are also strong. Stay away. I'm playing. They are like little Energizer bunnies, but their strength is not in the form of stamina, but it's inner power. They also have personality traits that cause them to be pushy and as strong as. I think I dated one of these heart-shaped people, and they ended very, very badly. Very badly. Stay away from the heart face shape. Just saying, unless you're into someone who is creative, strong intuition, and a little pushy. Sounds like you're bitch made boy if you like that. But no, I joke, I kid. If that's what you like, get what you like, okay? Let's move into the square face. My bad, rectangle. Now, this is the type of face that value, logic, and good thinkers, they normally have this face. Alright, Lucy Liu has this. And it's squared off by a forehead and chin. Usually planners in some way and don't often talk about their feelings. They go off to work inner tensions that result in They work off inner tensions that results from constantly living in their own heads. That doesn't sound too bad, but I mean, if you're one of those guys who like really need to be like reinforced, like, hey, it's cool, is it cool, are we cool, and this person wants to go, well, why are you leaving, Lucy? I'm just trying to talk to you. Lucy Lou, where you go? Then that could be a problem. If you got that type of face. Yeah. So, I really don't think guys will ever be like, you know what, I would have dated her, but she has that square head shape and the square face, and I just don't do square faces. I only do oval faces. Guys will never be that freaking critical. Ladies will, though. Because they got the choice. Ladies can have that type of pickiness and choosiness because they'll, who runs the world when it comes to vagina and, sex and stuff? Women. Women run it. They do. They always will. Until, God forbid, guys actually get some self-esteem about themselves, which, may happen sooner than later. Plug for Black History Month Project. But, guys don't take it that seriously. Guys will never take it that seriously. Guys like women. The end. It don't matter how you look, how you think you look, how you perceive yourself. Guys like women. And with that, we will bring a close to the podcast. People, thank you very much for listening to the ItsJusBrandon Podcast, episode 40. Hope you guys have had a fantastic week. Hope to see you guys on the Twitter at IJBPC. That's at IJBPC. Get at the boy on the personal Twitter at ItsJusBrandon. Also, we have a Facebook page, IJBPC. Get to the fan page on Facebook and light it up. Let's try that one more time. The website is on the way, people, and when it drops, it's going to drop like fire! Hope you guys have been loving the podcast. I've been loving the attention you guys have been giving. And by the way, stop favoriting the podcast. No, let me stop. Favorite the podcast, but also retweet it. It's right next to favorite. If you're going to favorite, retweet it. If you're going to favorite, retweet it. If you're going to favorite, retweet. If you're going to favorite, retweet. Send it to your friends. Don't pretend that you don't like what I be doing. No, it's crazy. I have been added to so many lists, and I have been favorited so many times. I just think, you know what? It just must be a progress thing. I keep doing this enough, and then I'm going to get the retweets. Want to give a special shout out to all of you mesmerizing, beautiful, fantastical people. Have a fantastic week and a great weekend. I'll see you guys next week.